a bit the problem is that I think it took us, me personally, it took me 3 years to explain what Lift is about. Quickly, no, but so the concept is very rich, you know. It's a lot of people, it's a lot of different things being mixed, and it's not really intuitive. Like you have art and technology, you know. And people don't understand, and so that's why it's going very organically because it's really like you go home and say, oh, the concept is really cool, and I like it, and it's very laid back, and people are very nice, a great community, and then up we go one more, you know, the onion, we go one more layer. So the problem is that it's the problem I have when I go to partners. I tell them the concept, and they're like, yeah, okay, cool, you know. So what happens is that the first year they say we have very tight budget and the markets are what they are, so we cannot sponsor. But I'll come. So they come, and then usually they shake hands. Oh, next year we do something. And then but they still think we're a bit crazy. You know, they're like, what is this? So then the second year they come and they give us $5,000. You know, and yes, I told you I would, so I give it to you. But they put the toe, and then they really get involved in the event because we put a lot of care. We don't do a partnership the normal way. Like sponsor of conferences, they expect to speak, but at least the sponsor don't speak, right? And so you tell them, you have to fight against the preconceived notion that if you sponsor, you speak. You say, no, it's not the way. We create value for you. You bring value to us, we bring value to you. So you bring value to us by like enabling us to do an event that we couldn't do, like the venture night or like tonight the sustainable development. You bring value because you bring us a printer or etc. And on the other side, we give you value in different ways. Like, please bring your staff. They will get new ideas. They will meet new people. I went to Swisscom 3 months ago, and there was a guy waiting for me downstairs. He wanted to shake hands. Oh, I found a job when at least. Wow. And so Swisscom could recruit somebody they would never have been able to recruit. It's one of the founders of Zing. You know, it's like a really good guy. And it's on video, so maybe I'm saying something. So he's involved early stage in Zing, right? After I get killed. But he's really a really good guy. Wow. And it's value that is harder to see, you know, it's like long term, but to me it's the true value. And we tell them, okay, come here and we will organize a workshop with a speaker you really want to talk about. And we set up a room and we ask the speaker, and if he agrees, your staff spends 2 hours with him, you know, and you can exchange ideas. It's really like creating value but in a different way. I don't think putting a logo on the stage creates value for anybody.
It's a new kind of branding.
It doesn't work. So we do it. What we do is that if you see the animation Bread and Butter is doing, they redraw the logo and they make art with the logo, and then people look at it. But again, you have to explain the communication department of the sponsor. We're going to take the logo and we're going to draw it like, oh no, it's against the policy.
Like that.
So really, there are a lot of not very intuitive things that we do. That's why it takes a lot of time for people to get involved. But the good thing is that once they understand, because I think
you have the same sponsors coming back. Third year
exactly.
now.
And they're very faithful to us, you know. Every year they get themselves involved. This year Swisscom sent 40 people.
Wow.
Which is amazing. And I spoke with the guy at the end of the day. He said, oh, I'm going to write an email to our CEO. He has to come next year, you know.
Wow.
So they understand the value of the event, and now the link is there, and I know they're going to help us. They understand the rules of the game, so they won't ask us something that's not intuitive or that's something we don't want to do. And this is win-win. The problem is that it takes a longer time to build that relationship, but once you have it, it's much stronger.
And now you want to start it again?
And now my business model is on YouTube.
That's okay.
Shit.
What is the business plan for tomorrow? I mean, the plan
tomorrow.
Right now we at the fondue big hall, the big fondue hall.
Tomorrow, so you really have to come to the first session tomorrow, because tomorrow we have very, very exciting speakers, I think. So we start with Kevin Warwick. He's the guy who put some chips in his arms, but beyond this very easy tagline about what he does, it's a really interesting character, and he really raises a lot of questions. Humans, computers, you know, where's the mix and where's the limit? Is it good? Is it bad? He raises a lot of intriguing questions. Then we have Henry Markram, who's working on one of the most ambitious projects, scientific project in the world right now. It's a cooperation between IBM and EPFL, and they want to recreate a brain, and it's a completely new approach to artificial intelligence. And then we have Holm Friebe, which is I think is going to be a great speech. He's a really nice guy, very interesting character. He's a German guy, and he wrote about the new forms of work. And I think work is one of the things that is completely reinvented in like a 5-year span by technologies. So he's going to talk about that. We have another speaker on the New Frontiers track, and my memory doesn't serve me very well now. I have so many names in head. And then I think we go to we'll have a track about gaming, and this one is going to be very interesting because we need to change the perception on gaming. I think gaming is a completely different industry than it was 10 years ago. So when I started to play, it was like a bad thing, you shouldn't be playing, and playing is bad. And then one day you go to Korea and you hear a story. It's a true story I heard. Somebody telling me that he saw some parents telling their kids, you should stop going to school and please play video games. Because in Korea, Zinedine Zidane is a gamer, like the big stars, they are the gamers. They're also sportsmen, but they're also the gamers. And so gaming is like a career in South Korea. So it's the kind of thing that say, okay, it's time to change the look we have on gaming. And you see that gaming is used in education, gaming is used in medical situations, and you have a lot of serious gaming. Sorry? Serious game. Serious game, exactly. Casual gaming, and like women playing, it's not only guys playing as before. So we want everybody to change their perspective on gaming, and it's a very important part. The speaker I forgot on New Frontiers is a lady who's exploring, she's basically recreating natural environments with digital things. And it's going to be a very visual presentation, it's going to be amazing. It's the kind of presentation we try to have more and more with beautiful slides and beautiful visuals. Then gaming, then web and enterprise. It's really a track that you should be interested in if you have a company and you want to see the new opportunities in the web. It's kind of a tricky track because it's tough to find an angle that hasn't been covered by other conferences. And I think we found few very interesting angles. So we have Kevin Marks from Google. He's the guy doing open social, which is probably one of the most important initiatives right now that Google has. We have David Sadig, he's the guy, before we used to fight to drive people to our website. The next war is to convert people on your website into clients.
Yeah.
And he's working on that particular war. It's very interesting. Then we have somebody talking about mobile monetization, and the last one is a guy from the CERN. The CERN has this big, amazing project, and one of them is the grid. So he's going to present the grid tomorrow. All right. And then we will close with a session about foresight. I think one of the big changes is that we had 2 sessions like that. The first one this morning was user experience, and tomorrow it's foresight. We want to show that some companies are really changing the way they work, and some of them are now looking at their customer. That was the track this morning, user experience, and some of them are hiring futurists because they understand that this is a very important part of their business, like knowing where you go. So these guys tomorrow are going to show you how this job works. How do you predict the future? How do you do that as a job?
So who is it that's doing this? People who do this for?
Yeah, they do this. So Bill Cocaine he works at Stanford, and he has a research company also. And there's Scott Smith. Scott Smith is one of the true lead stories. He's like he registered as a participant last year, and he put his resume on the website. And I looked at his resume, and it's like, I'm a futurist for CNN, and I'm like, no way we don't put this guy on stage at some point, you know. And basically he came and did a workshop, and the workshop was about the technology values for the future. It was a great success. Everybody loved it, and so I think he has a very interesting approach. He doesn't tell you what's going to work. He will tell you what rules, things that are going to work, have to respect. Which is, it's like the algorithm. It's not a few hints. It's the algorithm to decide what works or not.
Okay. So you find all the speakers all around the world. You have to travel all around the world.
Yeah, last year we had Sugata Mitra, which is one of my biggest. I'm very proud of this because I had to track him all the way to India. It was like 10 to 15 phone calls to India, like, jumping from one number to another and talking to him. And finally,
he's the guy with the wall.
Hole in the wall.
We just spoke on. Do you know where in India he is?
He moved to England now. He's in Newcastle.
Okay.
Speakers. We had a public debate at the television last week, and we brought one of the speakers, which was Marc Laperouza, who spoke today. And there was me, Nicolas Nova, doing an overview of the program. He's the program manager. And then the speaker, Marc Laperouza, was doing a small preview of his talk. The idea was to make people want to go to it. And before that, he started to explain how he became a speaker. He said, last July I was with Laurent sitting next to the lake. I wanted to go windsurf and there was no wind. And then we had to sit for an hour, and I started to tell him about what I was doing, this research I was doing about China and telecom. And suddenly Laurent told me, why don't you come and speak about it? Don't tell her, little secrets that actually... So every speaker is a story, I think. I mean, every one of them, it's like through someone, it's someone who makes a suggestion, like Jonathan Cabiria this morning, such a great presentation. He came last year again. I was very interested in what he did. He made me a proposition. We then welcomed him. Eric Favre was proposed by someone on the community, and then we said, it's a good idea, so we contacted him, and I knew his daughter, so we could bring him. Every speaker is a story. I think that's why there's such a special relationship. This is Scott Smith. He's going to speak tomorrow.
Scott!